up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan, and a very happy Wednesday to all of you. It is Wednesday, May 10th, and I hope you all are doing well wherever you're at in the world at the time you find this reaction. In today's reaction video, I'll be reacting to the 5th episode of Oshi no Ko, and the title of today's episode is Reality Dating Show. So, as I've said in the video the other day, I want to thank everyone again for bearing in there with me this last week while I recovered from the flu. While I still have a bit of congestion here and there and my ears are still popping in and out, I am on the road to a full recovery, and I expect to be free of these symptoms within a few more days. So, thanks for hanging in there with me. So, we're here for another week of Oshi no Ko and Oshi no Ko Wednesdays, and I say this every week. Has any of my hype with the series, with its story direction and how it's presented our characters up to this point changed? And the answer is no. I continue to believe that Oshi no Ko is one of the most solid animes and has had one of the most solid starts of any show in the showbiz entertainment side of anime. And I continue to be completely blown away by the quality of the production. So last week we did get to see the production that Aqua and Kana were participating in actually come to fruition, and we really got to see Aqua put on his game face and really go above and beyond to make this production a success, while also trying to get more information out of the producer of the production to see if he actually is a culprit or if at bare minimum he knew anything. What we got was an amazing couple of minutes of getting to see Aqua perform the role of a villain. And you know, I know being what we came from in episode 1, there were some people who were a little discomforted having to see him in that state, but we can't deny for a second that this man is phenomenal at acting. Aqua got the acting down pat. He did an absolutely superior job being able to not only do a great performance as his particular role, but he was actually able to do something that Kana was struggling to do, which was to make this no-name person who clearly does not have the talents and skills to be acting in this way. He was able to make that guy actually be better, and even got a little bit under his skin, because when he got hit, he got hit pretty good there on the set. Went complete ad-lib and was completely going off the script, but he was able to bring out talents that the guy probably didn't even realize that he had, and was able to also help it so that Kana could have her moment to really shine at the end. And so it was a really great moment getting to see all of that play out. Of course, we did learn that the producer actually is not the culprit, at least based on what we see right now. However, he may have information, and in order to get more information out of him about who I might have been around, he's actually going to be participating with this producer a little more in future productions. So I'm very interested to see where that's going to go. Again, this does not mean that that producer has been completely 100% ruled out yet. It's just based on what we have right now. Kuburagi does not appear to be the person we're looking for. A lot of then, putting that aside, just a lot of great scenes with Kana again. And you can't say that someone on the production team for Oshi no Ko does not love Kana, or multiple people don't love Kana, because my goodness, the love that she has gotten since the post-I segment of this story. We've had almost 3 episodes where Kana has been front and center, and she's just been such a joy and gem to watch. It's been such a gem watching her interactions with Aqua, and I know that there's a lot of people who now are sitting here like, does she actually really have a thing for Aqua or not? And while I think it might be a little bit too soon to 100% say yes or no to that, I think there's enough signs that are there to at least be able to say she has high levels of admiration and respect for what happened when they were much younger, and for the fact that she's ran into him now. And I do believe that there might be a little bit of affection here and there. I mean, we obviously saw when they were talking about the scandals, and if he had anything that might get him on a scandal side, and he was like, no, I don't have a girlfriend or nothing, and she gave that little look like, oh, all right. So, you know, Kana might be scheming, and hey, I can get behind it, but again, I have to remind myself that there's a much deeper and darker element to this story, and I can't get too caught up with that side of things, because if I get too caught up with that, I might forget what we're actually here for, which is ultimately to find the killer of their mother and to be able to bring her mother justice. And that justice in Aqua's case is making sure that that person no longer is among the living. So with that said, we did get to get back to the school, and we got to have the formal official introduction again as Kana welcomed Aqua and Ruby to the school. We got to meet Minami and Frill, which were two characters I did not actually know much about before we started the show, and I was very hyped to see them. And I honestly, I can't wait to see more of them. I'm also especially interested to see more of the interactions and shenanigans between Ruby and Minami, because their friendship obviously started very weirdly with her staring her boobs down and searching her up on Google in front of her face, which was definitely offensive because she was like, damn, you gonna search Google right in front of my face? Come on now, girl. But my goodness, Ruby is such a gem and is such a joy to see on screen. And I really, really enjoyed every element of the last episode. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, we saw that as Ruby was getting a little frustrated because she realized that Frill recognized Minami and Aqua, but Ruby herself didn't really have anything to establish her yet. She really was pushing it on Miyako to get her introduction into the idol world officially started. But, you know, it takes time for that type of stuff. And then we did see that Aqua came through, and lo and behold, the girl that we've been focusing on a lot the last couple of episodes, he is actually now going to recommend to actually be an idol with Ruby. So that's where we left off. And again, I really, really am enjoying as we have shifted gears to watching their life as high schoolers now in this performance side of things in this showbiz world. And I look forward to seeing where all of this goes from here. I did see that our blonde girl is actually going to be making her appearance. I did not watch the trailer not the trailer, the preview for today's episode, but I did see her face show up there, and she has a lot of different features that I am obviously very attuned to, so I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this blonde girl and seeing what she's going to bring to the cast. And I guess judging off of what we've seen in the opening, I can assume that she's also going to be participating, hopefully eventually, with Ruby and Kana. So that's where we're at. I'm really excited. I'm really stoked. My energy level for this show is exactly where it was from day one, and I can't wait to see what episode 5 brings us. So before we start, I did want to let you all know, if you did not already know, there is a preview video, behind the scenes video for Oshi no Ko that was put together by the producers and the designers and everyone. If you have not had an opportunity to go see it yet, I will put a link of this video in the description for today's video. This was posted on May 2nd, and it just gives you a little gives you some of the thought process behind the team that is behind Oshi no Ko. And as I've watched it, one thing that I really want to say is I get the feeling, I get the same vibe from this team that I got from shows like Mushoku Tensei's team and the Bocchi the Rock team. Shows that you can feel the passion, the love, and the admiration for the product that this team, this studio is producing for us. There has been nothing but love and care given to the source material for Oshi no Ko up to this point. And I just, again, can't give enough kudos and flowers to the team for what they've bought so far. Never in the time of me watching anime have I actually considered an entertainment or showbiz show a potential top 10 or top 20 of all time show. But 5 episodes in already, I'm sitting here really having to start thinking about what place this show is going to fill as I go and start to revamp my top 10 and top 20. And if when this season ends, if it's going to have a place in that elite list. But regardless of where it ends up at, again, check out the behind the scenes video. A lot of passion, a lot of love behind this project, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we go from this point. Also, one other thing I forgot to tell you guys. I was going to talk about the rating because I like to talk about where the rating for the show is. However, as of right now, we cannot check the rating because one of you people hacked my anime list. So at the time of this video, my anime list's website is currently down and we are unable to actually check ratings at this time. I do believe the last time I looked, the rating was at a 9.06, so it did drop it to about 7th or 8th place on Mal. It's probably going to continue to mellow itself out a little bit, you know, as The people who are only here for episode 1 leaves, and the people who actually are invested in the show stay and remain and start actually giving their thoughts. Regardless of where it ends up in the grand scheme of things, though, Oshinoko delivers time and time again. I love the direction, I love the art, I love the story, I love the music, and let's just see what episode 5 brings us. So I'm going to get the episodes pulled up, be a split second for you guys, and when I come back, we'll get this reaction started. Alright, y'all, I am back, and I am ready to get this episode reaction started. Again, the title of today's episode is Reality Dating Show. Let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1. Her eyes too looks. All these girls are just beautiful, bro. I swear. All right, so this is going to be her episode, at least from what it looks like. Also, everyone keeps talking about this girl. Goodness, and of course she's going to be the last one we're introduced to. Just a part of me really just feels 11 episodes is just not going to be enough for everything I want, but we'll see. Also, no opening this season has bumped quite as well as this one has for me. God, her eyes. Just, oh my goodness. God, stop doing this to me. Yes, there are no lies. Wow, we're still going by Lolly Senpai? Okay. Hey, she's way tuned down from where she used to be. Yeah, you always say the wrong phrase. Oh, wow. I didn't catch the last couple of words there, but yeah. Oh, what does she think? Oh, she getting her hair. Oh my goodness. She thinks she about to get asked out, don't she? Look at her touching her hair. Oh hell. Oh. Oh. Yo, don't tell her wait till help. Damn. You're not busy. You don't have anything you're doing right now. Like, nothing at all. Hey, we've gotten that from Ruby this whole time. Yeah, I gotta suck up your pride here. And Connor's a good person, so. However, just dropping this question on her is probably gonna be like, what? I don't expect her to say yes initially, but hopefully she will by the end. Or maybe, who knows? Okay. That's the answer I was expecting. Right. I see, and I was just thinking that in my head because the idol world's so freaking cutthroat. Well, about that, their last names was all the same, but you'll find that out at some point later. No, as a matter of fact, they completely collapsed after everything happened with I. Hold on, did you just question your cuteness? You better stop playing around, Connor, before I yell at you through the screen. Oh. That's a whole lie. That's a whole lie. Tell her again! Damn. Damn! Let her know! Also, it helps him be relaxed more than anything. Yo, I knew that was gonna. Yo, all these different facials that she gets is just joy. About that. I swear, this man. Oh, he absolutely expects that. Oh, he already knows he's walking down a slippery slope. Which is what she is really excited about. Yeah, that's right. I forgot just how quickly it was the dating show. Not in the productions, it was a whole dating show. Ridiculousness. And he gonna be the most popular one on the show. Watch, he about to slay this shit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this the one? Yep, Akane. Yep. Okay, so alright. Oh, Ninja! Okay, so it's actually both of them getting their things. Okay. Yeah. Which I'm hit or miss with those type of shows, and more miss than anything. Who the hell is that? Who's that? Who exactly? What the load of BS? Oh no, this blonde look, I be feeling ways though. Yeah. Yo! Oh shit. Yo, they're so heated. But he's acting. Come on. My man is putting on the greatest act in the world. Yeah. Yep. Oh. Oh, Kana. Kana. Yeah. This man hates life. Yeah. It's all for the mission. Oh. All right. Mm-hmm. And I generally hate every one of them. But alas, here we are. Okay, so since she doesn't use scripts, she just comes up with stuff. Yeah. So she's very attentive. Very interesting. Mm. My man is interested in one thing and one thing only right now. You have no idea. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yo. Oh. She was on it. Oh, she was on it. Okay. Okay. Damn, we just got some serious. Yeah. Man, we got some competition going on here. I don't need to be going through all this competition for best girls right now. Come on now. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, excuse me. Damn! There it is. Yo. It's funny that she would select her, though. Damn. You had to put her out like that. She already knows she didn't get a lot of jobs. Well, then let's get to it. Yeah, right now you just need content. You need something to expose yourself for who you are and what you're trying to be. You're going to have to take it whatever way you can. Hey, Miyako's been coming through for a while now, so. Oh. Hey, it do be expensive showing up to on-site events, so. What an absolute fuck. Kill me now. Kill me now. What is going? Oh my goodness. Hell. Money, money. I'm not going to be able to take this entire segment serious. I mean, nothing but the truth was said. This is so outrageous. Oh, hell. What is this is so out. The peel and boot dance? I feel like we're practicing Taibo right now. What is happening? Oh my goodness, I can't take this entire segment serious. What in the... Exactly, y'all gonna be swole by the end of this entire production. Hell. Oh my goodness. His voice is so high pitched, I gotta turn my volume down a little bit. It will be all hell. But she's having a blast though, in a way. Dead. Deader than dead. Damn, I had to pull out the whole oxygen tank and everything. I wonder, what did... Be Komachi. If they can't. Okay, be Komachi. I'll have to look more into that and the decision behind that name. Yo, this entire thing was just wild. Just absolutely wild. Like, and Pelion, what the hell was that? Yo, I'm gonna laugh if I go on YouTube after this video and there's actually a real channel for this. Well, this is definitely a unique episode, to say the least. For better or worse. I know I say this every week, but every time we get this flashback all the way to them being children with I, it literally just stirs something inside of me that's not pleasant. And despite all the lightheartedness that we're getting right now, I just know that things are going to be taking a turn for the worse eventually. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. Whew! Alrighty then, give me just a moment, guys. Make sure everything's good in the videos. I'm going to talk about post thoughts. All right, guys, a couple thoughts here. So first off, before I came back, I did do a quick search of Peon to see if there was any relevance to anything in Japan or other series, and it does seem like it's exclusive to the Oshinoko series. So yeah, nothing there, because I was like, if there's a real channel for Peon, I swear I'm going to lose my mind and jump off this roof. Because that entire second half of the episode was wild. It was absolutely wild. However, I did see something while I was searching that said that apparently there may be some type of relation to the Kaguya-sama series. And I do want to say that I because this is the same author of the Kaguya-sama series, that, many of you have been pointing out in the forums a lot of different similarities of certain characters and traits and other things that have been presented in this anime so far as it relates to Kaguya-sama. Now, I love the Kaguya-sama series. I really, really do. I'm not in tune enough to be able to pick up all of those things, so I would probably have to finish watching this show and then go watch Kaguya again to pick up some of the things you guys are picking up. But please let me know what similarities you guys have been seeing in comparison to the Kaguya-sama series, because I'm dying to know, because it's been some real wild theories that have been going around since episode 1, and I look forward to hearing whatever your theories and thoughts about all of that stuff are. So, with that said, this episode did, of course, bring us to the forefront of the rest of our cast. So, I actually did not expect Akane to have her full introduction too, but I didn't realize they were all part of the same show. So that does mean that with the introduction of both Mincho and Akane, we now have everyone that's in the introductory opening thing for this show now on screen. So my initial thoughts about the two. Mincho is going to have me feeling ways. I can tell she's going to have me feeling ways, and I'm going to have to be careful with her. Akane seems relatively reserved, but it looks like she probably has a relatively deep history behind her, and again, I really do look forward to seeing that unfold. So far, the delivery of every character that's been presented in this show has been really masterful and well in its own right, and I'm pretty confident that for Akane and Mincho, that will be the same. I've heard a couple of things about Mincho that I'm not going to go too much into elaboration of here, because again, they're simply rumors and I don't know if there's any substance to those things, and because of the fact I have not read the source material, I can't speak too much on her just yet, because we just got introduced. And I do have to say, we are at the point in the show now where I'm going to have to get over my personal feelings about reality TV shows, because I hate reality TV shows. And it's funny I say that, because with my involvement with the entertainment industry, this is just something that you have to get used to and you just come to accept. But regardless of that, I have just really bad blood with reality TV shows, maybe particularly because I hate all the reality TV shows here in the United States. They're just all god-awful. I hate every last one of them. But I will admit, watching them in Japan, they are a little more favorable from a watching standpoint than they tend to be on this side of the world. But alas, we now have this great reality TV show that is playing out. Aqua has literally gone above and beyond to be completely somebody that he's not. I do laugh and I said, who is that? And then 2 seconds later, fucking Ruby and them were like, who the hell is that? Because it was absolutely ridiculous seeing him act in that way. But that was a good joy to watch. And also, going back to Aqua basically begging, but pretty much telling Kana that you're joining my sister. I feel very comfortable with you joining my sister. Kana, I get where Kana's coming from, and that she was going to take a few moments to think about that. I didn't think that we were actually going to get an answer that fast. I actually thought that they were going to let that drag a little bit to the end of the episode, and then she was going to come up with her answer. But one thing I will say that can always be hit and miss, but I really do like about this show, is they spend just enough time tackling a particular subject, but not getting too caught up on that subject that it feels like something is dragging. We spent our couple of moments focusing on that, but then kind of we already knew she was going to come on board. Again, she has such limited work and limited exposure at this point, and as she said, she's the former genius actor child, that, it would be really silly of her not to take this opportunity, especially since it's being presented to her by none other than Aqua, someone that she deeply admires. With that said, I also do think that despite their clashing personalities, that Kana and Ruby are probably going to make each other better people. And again, I just love Kana now. She was introduced so well that anytime she's on screen, I absolutely enjoy her. And to an extent right now, you know, I'd go as far as to say that I probably prefer Kana a little bit over Ruby. And that's not taking anything away from Ruby, because I fucking love Ruby, as y'all know. And I really, really want to emphasize this again as we continue to introduce new characters and as we continue to delve deeper into this story about showbiz and death and revenge. That many of the characters who are going to be presented, I'm going to really love in their own right. But Ai is always going to be my best girl, my favorite girl. And I'm always going to have a soft spot for both Aqua and Ruby. I love them dearly. I want them to be happy and successful at everything they do. And no matter where we go, no matter who I attach to, as we continue to progress through this story, my love for Ruby and Aqua is just as deep as it was in episode 1. I want them to be successful. And yes, I include Aqua because I'm worried about Aqua. I am. Even though right now he's doing okay, we know what this man's focus is. And, you know, I know he really wants to protect and care about Ruby, and it's clear in his own way that he probably cares about Kana too now. And I just don't want him to lose sight of what I wanted for the both of them, while he's also pursuing his revenge and trying to dig up whatever dirt is known. We now know that I was hanging out with other people, and it appears that she might have been hanging out with other males more so than not. Offset. We don't know the full history behind that now. I still have multiple theories, and many of them are not good in regards to what I might have been involved with prior to the pregnancy, and then unfortunately her untimely demise many years later. But it's just too soon to say if any of those things are really going to come to fruition or if I'm just overthinking. So, you know, I love this episode. I love that we are now at a point where we've now presented the rest of the cast, and we're now going to really start to focus on these interpersonality traits between these characters, and we're going to see where things go. It now looks like more so than anything now that, you know, Strawberry Productions and the Idol Group is now underway, while we, of course, are looking for work. And we're going to see where things go from this point. Also, I forgot the girl's name, the girl who was kind of attaching on to Aqua, Offset, right before the camera was zooming in on them. I will make sure to have her name, and I'll put her name in this video. I love her too. And I know that she wasn't presented in the opening theme video. But again, as I'm telling you, every character that's been presented on here, whether they're a character that is going to be a main supporting character or more of a secondary that's going to be there here and there, every character that's been presented so far, I am absolutely in love with, except the killer and the person who's the mastermind. So, great episode, another great week of Oshi no Ko, and of course, I'm slowly but surely starting to try to put things together while we're having these lighthearted moments about where things may go, and of course, who ultimately the mastermind behind everything that's transpired up to this point could be. So, that's my initial thoughts. Thank you so much for joining me for the reaction today. I have one reminder that I wanted to, a reminder and something I just want to let you guys know. So next week, next Wednesday, as soon as I post the reaction to this, I will be packing up and getting ready for a flight out to Chicago. And for those of you who are going to be there, I am part of the staff for Anime Central, and we are really excited and looking forward to welcoming all of you that may be going to Anime Central in Chicago next week. So if you see me next week, please say hi. I'll look forward to seeing all of you wonderful people there. I know we have a lot of great stuff that's planned. With that said, I don't anticipate delays since this is the only show I'm reacting to, but you should anticipate that not next week, but the week after next Top 10 check-in will probably be canceled because I'll just be getting back from Chicago by that time. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Also, and let me pull it up real quick because I want to make sure that I am correct. Yes, so Yoasobi is going to be having, they're on tour right now, and we just found out that the June 4th, and I'll post it on the screen, so if I got the date wrong, apologies about that. I'm saying this off the top of my head because I just saw the post this morning, that the June 4th performance is actually going to be streamed live. Of course, you do have to pay, I think it's like 28 United States dollars, but they did announce that they are going to be streaming it live during the actual event. So if you want to see songs like the very popular Idol song performed, then please feel feel free to check into that performance when it comes in June. So that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you did like the video, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. So I'll see all of you people next Wednesday for another Oshi no Ko Wednesday in the episode 6 reaction. And until that time, catch you later.